the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, guys.
You're hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
What up, bitches? Friday show coming at you. It is your favorite show on planet Earth. Revenge of the Cis. Of course, the leaders of your media insurgency, Mike Shealy and Royce Lopez. Very nice Friday. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, it's a good. It's everything seems to be going good. I mean, except for UPS breaking my new TV. But besides that,
that was a bad event. It was a tragic event.
Yes, tragedy.
Some likened it to many modern day airline incidents that kill many people. It was tragic.
It was like the Holocaust, except it cost us a lot more.
Yeah, and something bad actually happened. So.
Welcome to the Friday show, folks.
It was just like the Holocaust, except in this case, the TV actually got broken. So, here's the thing, right?
I'm not saying the TV didn't get broken. It's just not as badly broken as people say. As they say.
It was usable. So, guys, it's Friday. Vibes are good. Everybody, I don't know. I'm getting a lot of good vibes from people.
It is.
It's a nice day. Let's all keep it that way. Don't ruin this for us, Trolita.
Yeah, hey, come on, Trolita. You know what?
Why it just
I love Trolita. Maybe we'll even get to go in the pool today without it fucking raining.
That's everybody. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to aim for.
Yeah.
I'd like to, have a drink or two later and hop in that pool.
Have a couple laughs.
Have a couple laughs. So everybody, just be nice. Spread good vibes today. Okay, this is America Month. All right, Tasha Rose, go easy on the trannies this month.
Yeah, you could keep beating them up.
Actually, they had a whole month, so it's time for the
payback.
Time for the pushback.
So couple updates here. We are going to DC no matter what. However, we do not know if in August we're going to DC. However, we do not know if we'll be going to cover the.
I think I know more today.
Is it not good?
Yeah, I don't think that. I think we will.
If the Unite the Right rally,
we're going to be pivoting. I have a feeling.
If the Unite the Right rally falls through, which is what it looks like, not a problem, folks. It's a 1-year anniversary of the beginning of this show, and we would go to the More rally in August. mother of all rallies. So we're going to D.C. anyway. We want to go up there. We want to cover it. We want to be in the heart of the beast 1 year later. So if you want to help us there, that's streamlabs.com/Revenge of the Sis. It's going to cost us the same no matter which one we go to. So don't worry, that money will be used for DC.
Yeah, I have to say that it's very likely that this is probably going to be a September trip and that we may be going to the Mother of All Rallies.
Which is fine.
I had some talks with some people today, some key people.
Right.
And they're I can tell you this. The phrase, we are going to kill this rally, was used multiple times by multiple key people. People that are permit holders, people that have signed up to do security, things of that nature. It's now again, could we go cover it? Maybe. Are some degenerates still going to converge on that city? Yes, but not in the numbers that anybody thinks they are. It's going to be pathetic. It's going to end up being a couple of fucking 1.0 version skinheads out just acting like idiots.
Somebody asked in the chat, Cobra Commander, will we meet up with the fans? Yeah, if we're in D.C., that's something we'll do. We'll set something up. Regardless of whether we go in August or September, we're going, and we will meet up with the fans. Also, Mike, the chat room is saying, what's up with your hair? I want to warn you at the beginning. That way you don't stew about it for 3 days later.
Yeah, I did
you could fix it with your headphones. All you have to do is...
No, yeah, guys, we got... you got to understand.
There
right?
you go. You're good. You're good.
You guys got to understand that we were doing... to be fair, we were working for like 2 hours.
And do you know what we were working on, guys? Now you're going to feel bad.
Yeah, now you're going to feel bad.
Let's make him feel bad, Mike.
Sorry I wasn't vain today and worry about my appearance because guess what? We were busy putting together your giveaways. Who was it that was talking shit? Who said something about my hair?
Hold on, I got to see. Let me see who it was. So
let's get the list of winners
out.
Let's get the list of winners out, and let's get the list of people who just ran their fucking dick suckers about my hair.
Hold on, because I think they're going to be the same. One of the winners is actually one of the people that was talking shit about your hair.
Guess what? You get nothing.
Anyway, we're going to DC, and we do, listen, Patreon subscribers. And also, I want to say we also add people that help us for DC. So this is, every month we're going to try to do giveaways if we can. The more patrons we get, the better giveaways we could give. We said we were going to do July 4th. It just took us a while to get the list together. But if you go to patreon.com/we're-not-sorry and become a patron, $3 or more, that's the rule. If you give $3 or more, go ahead.
$3 or more on Patreon, and don't make fun of Mersh's fucking hair. Those are the new rules.
The first rule is the only one that matters.
Those are the new rules.
So you can make fun of his hair.
Okay, well, we'll see.
So here's the giveaways.
Some things might get lost in the mail, is all I'm saying. Some things might fall off the truck, as they used to say in my old neighborhood.
Do you see those two patrons stole my truck?
You believe that shit?
Okay. The first winner of an ROTC shirt is...
Who?
You want me to go? I got it. You want me to go?
Yeah, we already did this. So.
It's Kevin...
Is he a big deal?
Phil Pinochet.
Is he? I've never heard of him.
He's the one that made fun of your hair.
Oh, well, he's dead to me.
You get a free Revenge of the Sis shirt. The other one that came up was... Oh, Trolita. She gets a pair. Still in the package of Trump International.
This fucking feels like one of those...
slippers.
This feels like one of those Facebook Live videos where they give away the pearls.
Yes.
You seen those?
I have. Trust me, I have a lot of friends that failed
All
in high
right,
school.
Trolita, pick a number and a color, and I will go ahead. And it looks like Trolita won some Trump International Resort slippers.
Calzone. He gets a shirt, and we owe him a shirt anyway. We're going to get it out to you. We're ordering more shirts.
Yeah, Calzone. Remember when we sent the shirt
We
for
d-
him,
no, we
and
did.
It got lost.
I know we
apparently.
did. It
So
got
we're
lost.
going to get Calzone some kind of hookup on a shirt.
Adam Edwards. You fucking lucky fuck. You're in the UK. You also get some Trump International slippers that you could wear around there. Well, you go to the pub.
Oh, that's actually, they're actually way doper to have in England
I know.
than they
They
are
really
in
are.
fucking America. Like, we live in Florida. That's why we live in Florida, and despite us being poor, we associate with people much better than ourselves.
Of course.
On a regular basis.
So we get stuff.
They give us shit like that. And
All the time.
Because when you stay at a place like that, you're going to load your suitcase up with them. They're not going to go on your bill. You know
No,
what I mean?
actually-
They're making enough money off you on the amenities.
Gets better. They give them. These are to keep when you go to the Trump. You can, if you want, even buy the robe. Trump International robe, which is, by the way, it's very comfortable robe.
Is it a very soft?
It's not a cheap robe. It's class.
That's
nice. Frozen Asian, you, my friend, long time. This is OG Frozen Asian, Fifth Circle fan. Frozen Asian.
That's our dog.
Gets a mug.
Despite the fact that shipping it to Canada is going to be a immense pain in the ass.
Why don't we this? We'll ship it to the border and you pick it up.
And here's the thing. That wasn't even like part of the contest. It's just that Frozen Asian the other night was like, can I get a mug? And of course you can. Of course, dumb. So we're trying to take care of a few people that just didn't win stuff last time.
But he's also been a patron.
You guys
since
are
the beginning.
OGs. But that's what I mean. If you're a patron and an OG and then maybe you don't win something the first two contests, we're just going to do stuff like this sometimes and throw you some shit.
Our girl who helps us out all the time, our friend Sam.
I don't like her.
She'll be getting a shirt.
I don't care for Sam.
So Sam will be sending you a shirt out.
I owe you a shirt anyway.
Your boy.
Yeah, I'm
Blake.
gonna. I'm hooking you up, Blake. We got one of Dave Goss's shirts. It's one of the only shirts that we have that I know you'll have the balls to wear.
It's the Trump immigration shirt. I know Blake would definitely wear it, so there you go.
He will definitely wear it.
A new patron that popped up was KS Wheels. He'll be getting a Revenge of the Sis shirt.
I know KS Wheels.
And
he creeps around a lot at night.
The last giveaway for this month, there'll be more. So if you're not a patron, become one now. It helps us out, and you have a chance to win. And by the way, you have a pretty good chance to win eventually. Alan Doobie. Get a pair of Trump International slippers. All right? There you go.
Doobie. Like weed.
Weed. Oh, bro!
Yeah, dude. So edgy.
He's going to roll a fat ganja, man.
Dude, it's almost 420, right? Like,
fucking love weed, but I hate weed culture.
Weed culture is the
fucking worst.
Cancer. And it's, dude, have you ever met anybody who's interesting? Like, being weed person is like being I identify as trans, and that's my only personality trait. It's just weed, bro. It's like, all right, but do you read books when you smoke weed? Or like, what shows do you like? Or just weed. I like weed a lot.
So again, you have a chance next month. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. That's how you could win some stuff. We'll be shipping all this out. Now that we have a system, we're going to ship them out a lot quicker than last time.
No, get my sister something too. You're going to get some stuff.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course you get something.
She always gets left out. I'm going to send, guess what? Because this isn't like some kind of democratic thing.
Mersh is going to send you his laundry to do for him and send it back.
No. What I'm saying is this is a dictatorship. Yeah. We don't lie about it. This is a dictatorship, just like Pinochet. So my sister is my immediate family, so she's going to get a couple of things in a nice little care package because they get the best. This is a dictatorship.
They get fancy feast.
Yes. So I'm gonna order the shirts. We got this stuff. The ROTC shirts. They may be a week or two behind because I have to order them tonight on Teespring.
Yes.
And they got to print them. Then they got to send them to us. Then we got to get them to you. So, but we'll get it all.
And I'm working on getting a stack to keep in the studio. So I'm working on that as well. Again, the more
I'll try to get you some slippers too.
Yeah.
Sis. I know you want some slippers. We'll try to find some for you.
I got them.
We got
slippers. Don't worry about it. I got them. I got a pack. I got a whole pile. So thank you to everybody. Let's move on with the show. I just wanted to get that out of the way.
Yeah. So you guys got some good, some shit coming to you. It's going to be a disorganized mess. Don't expect it to all be in a box today, but all you guys got stuff coming to you. This is a verbal contract.
And when we go to D.C., whether it's for Unite the Right or the More Rally, which will be in August or early September, we will set something up so you guys can meet us and possibly kill us in public. Okay? Because there's a lot of people that want us dead, and we want to make sure they know where we're staying so they can murder us.
You can sleep with us if you are a 7 or above.
Okay. Male or female doesn't matter.
No.
It's just 7 or above.
Did I specify?
No. It's
exactly.
Keeps the odds up.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking... all I'm saying is I'll make that choice when the time comes.
Right.
You know what I mean? I might decline when the time comes, but why would I decline now? I don't know. We'll see what I'm feeling.
But instead of being a patron, if you do sleep with one of us, what you will get is crippling depression for the rest of your life. Because it's an STD here.
Yeah, if you sleep with me, I have to donate to your Patreon.
We thank you, everybody. We thank you for your service. You guys are the best. We've been trying to keep up, but just everything's going crazy, man.
We're probably not going to YouTube. The more I'm telling you, man, I had like just a couple of exchanges in the past 12 hours.
When is the More Rally?
The More Rally is September 16th, the same time we went last time.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so we're going to go to D.C. regardless. It'll be the August or September, but we will go to the More Rally.
Honestly, I'd rather go start shit with Kyle Chapman and some boomers, he'll be there, by the way.
I don't give a fuck. Even better.
But that's what I'm saying. I'd rather go do that than be on the next fucking Vice special about neo-Nazi alt-right media outlets going to fucking support. You know what I mean? Because, look, we had Kessler on. I can tell you this. Look, I'll put it out there right now. I've never had a problem with the guy. You know I've spoken well of him before. Jason Kessler has become cancer.
And he's been a good interview when we've had him on, too. I can't say he hasn't been a good interview.
He's become cancer. He's made a couple of extremely...
he's doxing people.
He's either made irresponsible decisions or he has made intentionally harmful decisions. And his actions and the way he has conducted himself in the past couple of days has done harm to people I care about. So I have to honestly say, fuck Jason Kessler. And that's the first time I've ever said that. And I'm not one of these pussies that disavowed him after Charlottesville. I was still fine with Kessler. He's, from what I've heard and what he's done to people I like, fuck him. Fuck his rally.
We also have an update for the gentleman that threw the soda at the kids that we talked about yesterday.
What a soda.
He's been arrested.
Good.
For assault. He could face up to 2 years in jail. He won't, but he could. That's the minimum. That's the maximum for what he did. Now I'm getting reports that an anonymous person at the restaurant says that the kids at the Whataburger were talking about lynching black people, that the purge should happen, but only to black people. Now, this source hasn't come forward.
It's an anonymous source.
It's phony. By the way, we saw these kids. These kids were not talking about that.
Do you understand? And credit to L.A. Werewolf, who talks about this a lot. It's one of his fucking obsessions, is all these articles that are constantly saying a source close to so-and-so or this unverified source, people in that business are saying.
Yeah.
The best was the Donald Trump sources familiar with his thinking. Remember that one?
Yep.
And you were like,
I remember.
what? So, yeah, these motherfuckers, man, they just pull shit out of the air. What they're doing is actually illegal. But they're hiding behind the laws that protect journalists, which protect them and their anonymous sources and freedom of the press, man. But they use that now to just lie. Because they'll produce someone. They'll go pay somebody a few bucks to come forward and go, yeah, I said that.
They take them out to a restaurant.
Yeah, they have too much money now. They'll just pay. They'll pay some fucking loser with no principles.
Remember when newspapers...
I totally said that. He said that.
When newspapers were supposed to die? Why didn't that happen? You were talking about this, and so was L.A. Werewolf, but I thought we would bring it here because this is important.
Yes, this guy.
Important. Now, this is I have seen some of this. I haven't seen the whole thing. I've seen the pictures of Umbrella Guy, by the way.
He's the best.
This is a Philadelphia police show up on their bikes. These are bike cops.
He was getting a lot of nicknames last night, too.
To protest. They were protesting, and these cops raided their camp. Now, this camp was set up where? In front of an ice building there?
In the street in front of an ice building.
Okay, so they didn't have...
They were blocking an intersection.
So there was no permits. Like, there was no permits. This wasn't done legally.
I'm pretty sure there were no... They wouldn't have done this if they had permits.
Got it. Okay. So a bunch of bike cops show up here. And they start using their bikes.
Look at these fucking Chad bike cops.
And they start using these bikes as
shield wall.
As shields, yeah. And they start... By the way, this camp... But the way their camp looks like for the podcast listeners, if you've ever been to a music festival, that's what it looks like. So they're using their bikes and they're ripping tents up. And by the way, black bike cops, Mexican bike cops, white bike cops.
So who would win? An entire tent city full of hippies or 50 cycly boys?
Cycly boys win every time.
Their little helmets. Listen to this guy.
I don't care.
He's
Move
my
back.
favorite. That's my fucking dude right there. I love him. I don't care. Get the fuck out of here. As they're cutting the strings and destroying these tents. Because anybody who's ever seen, like when you set up a few tents at a campground, you cut like 3 strings in that campground. It catastrophic.
Falls apart. Yep.
And they're just coming through, cut, and just knocking them down. It's great. Pushing them like the trash they are.
Wow, they're just taking them. They're moving very fast through there.
They came through, and the guys issuing orders. You can hear them going front 2, and they would just march, and they did it like the military. It was dope.
They flipped the table with the sunblock.
By the way, these people were warned.
Oh yeah, I know.
Cops don't do this. As much as you like to go, fucking bootlicking fascists, man. Cops don't show up and start smashing shit with bikes.
No.
That was fucking at least 3 visits. That was a good 3 visits where the cops kept going, look, I get it, you're mad. Everybody's mad. But my boss is telling me that at 2 p.m. we're going to come with, and we're going to completely rip this thing apart and shove you into the street like garbage. And they were like, whatever, man. We have the numbers. We have the power of the people, man. And then they came back a second time.
You know what they don't have? A 6-speed.
We're tense anymore. But then he came back and went, look, again, guys, I'm going to give you one more. This is it. The next time we're coming back and we're going to smash this place to bits. Whatever, fascists. We'll show you with the power of the numb. And now now they're going to show this video and go, they just showed up like crazy. No, they didn't. We told you guys at 2 p.m. We gave you till 2:03, and then we started smashing you dumb tents.
Calzone bike cop. Hey, what do you say we knock off early?
Sprinkler shit on cheeseburger. But anyway, these cops gave them the old James Mattis. James Mattis was known for sending some correspondence to almost anybody and going, look, it's going to be glassed unless you just turn yourselves in and we could just all put a new government in there. And then people go, fuck you. And then guess what? It was fire and fury, and that's what you have to do. This is our guy.
Oh, I love this guy. This umbrella guy?
Yes, umbrella guy.
Okay. You were blocking a street. That's doing something, right?
Also, he's the guy standing all the way in the back.
Yeah.
Talking that shit. There's always that guy in the way in the back.
I was saying
shit.
Boo Earns.
Of what? Oh, you have videos of what?
Them doing their jobs.
These women.
They're doing their jobs.
Repeal the 19.
You guys are going to look so bad. Yes!
This is our boy. This is our boy. Little mini Sean King looking ass nigga. They were trying to decide last night if he looked more like Chris Ray Gun or Sean King. I still think.
Oh, this guy's my
Sean
fucking
King.
hero.
Wait for the best part.
Oh, I know.
Wait for the best part.
See, and they said Chester Bennington died.
Wait for it.
Damn you all to hell!
Damn you all to hell. I fucking played this 75 times in a row last night like an autistic person. I couldn't stop.
Damn you all to hell.
They blew it up!
He was talking about his umbrella from my cold dead hands.
Oh, no, it was very easy to get that umbrella from him, as you'll see in a moment.
You fucking fascist pigs! Damn you all to hell!
His little pouty face. Watch, ready? Watch, this lady just goes, give me my umbrella. Watch. And then he just sits there and stews and breathes like an angry John Cena.
That lady just took her umbrella. By the way, for those listening via podcast, watch the video. But if you're not, it's a flower printed umbrella.
Of course it is.
This guy has. There's so many things wrong with him.
Now, we were trying to come up with nicknames for him last night. Now, the two I came up with, my candidates were So Braveheart.
Okay.
And then General Soy was my other one.
Oh, okay. I like both of those. How about Soy Mary Poppins?
I like it. I like the fact that he does have a Mary Poppins vibe to him.
He does.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. It's cool. Hell yeah, he's cool. Probably the highlight of Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, yeah.
That movie had a lot of great moments, but I don't know
was
why,
amazing.
but Mary Poppins, hell yeah, he's cool. It's my favorite moment in that movie.
Someone's screaming the Constitution, by the way. I know that's focused on this guy, but you're the other. It's a Constitution. People have the right. People have the right to, yes, peacefully protest with permits and not blocking streets. That's the right they have.
You know what?
Look at him. Look at him. He's huffing and puffing.
Oh, he's the best. This guy is the best. Why does the left always, just on a weekly basis, produce a new fucking embarrassing character? Like, say what you want about the alt-right, but it's like the same 10 fucking embarrassing guys.
Farmer's Boy in the chat says Private Parasol.
I like that. But
God.
again, like the alt-right has the same like dozen or so retarded people that you make fun of, but there's never any new ones. Like the left debuts a new embarrassing person every week.
Huff.
Show him the double guns. If you don't eat meat products, give me a hell yeah.
Does he have a ring on his middle finger?
I think he does, or a Band-Aid.
Oh God.
I love how he gave up.
Yeah.
He just walks away dejected.
By the way, he's standing probably the furthest away you could be
I
from
know,
the
that's
bike
what I was
cops.
saying earlier. He was behind all the women screaming and running his mouth. This guy's a bitch. He's bitch made. And then he just went home like a
What a
little...
nerd, too. He wears the backpack on both shoulders, too.
This man is an embodiment of Marxist leftist stuff. Like, they show up, they spurg out, they scream, they break shit, and then you show a little bit of force, and they just huff and puff and go home.
Count Cocula, Fairy Poppins.
Fairy Poppins is very
All right, we're
good.
getting there. We're getting there. That's the... Hey,
He's tough.
you
Don't
scared
fuck with
yet?
him.
Are you scared yet?
My cock is thicker than this guy is. Like
It's true. Mersh has a disease.
I said last night on Nightwave that if my dick wanted to fight him in MMA, that my dick would have to cut weight in order to be allowed to be a sanctioned bout. This guy is a fucking... He's little AIDS. He just looks like he's AIDS.
But he could still beat CM Punk. So then you have all these people picking up their things. By the way, again, I say this. This happened when? Thursday or Wednesday? Thursday, I believe, right?
I think it was... Yes.
Thursday. These people don't have a job. They don't have anything else to do on a Thursday.
No. It's Portland or Philly.
Philly.
But it's people that are Portland-like in Philly.
Yes.
These people don't have jobs.
Look at the cops, man. They look fucking Spartans with their shields, bike shields.
And they look, all these people are pissed too because this was how they were going to make money today. Despite hating capitalism, man, all those people were selling shit.
They were. They have merch tables. You're right. Wait, what are they saying? Who's the one clucking? You heard that cluck? Monster? Is she saying monster? Monster?
How do you fucking sleep at night?
I don't know, in a bed with his wife, surrounded by his fucking loved ones. It's
Not in a fucking tent on the street?
in a neighborhood that doesn't have any illegals in it.
I love the cops throwing everything. I love these. Oh, God. By the way, right here, that's their boss. So he showed up, too, so no one could even like say, man, I'm telling your butt. He came with them. He's there.
But that's why I was saying
Yeah.
that this was preceded by at least 2 visits.
Yeah.
Where they came and said, look. And then when they went with that third one, that's when the boss said, look, I'm going to come down there. We're all going to do this. Get it done. And we're just going to create a bike wall.
Anthony in the chat says he's Bernie Poppins.
What is... Oh, he's so sad.
By the way, what's this water bottle on a stick thing?
Black water jugs, you generally find them by near rape trees.
Oh, okay.
And they're used by the child sex traffickers and the child pornographers.
We should send these cops some Applebee's gift cards. What do you think? Let the boys in blue eat?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of Applebee's.
You're right. And if you know anything about cops, they drink a lot.
I'm still trying to find shirtless homie from the Vegas shooting. I want to buy him a gift card.
Assault, man! Oh, they're showing up with their zip ties. They are fucking prepared. Look at hold on. Look at fucking Guns McGee over here. Look at this cop. That dude is fucking stacked.
He looks like a Florida sheriff's deputy.
Yeah, guy is huge. They're arresting the girl that was yelling, "You guys gonna look so bad, man."
These guys are all jacked the way
Yeah.
people like SWAT guys in like Broward County or like LA look. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Where they're all roided out of their face.
Yeah. And by the way, the black cops are fucking huge too.
These look like guys that execute no-knock raids.
Yeah.
You know, that get shot 3 times by drug dealers and still apprehend them. One guy looked like that. Who's that buff kitchen guy, the TV guy, chef?
Oh, the one who cooked. Yeah.
The one guy
I
looked
forget
like
his name, but I know
him.
exactly what you're talking about.
Steven something.
Yeah. Oh, this is our guy.
He's our
right
guy.
here.
Yeah,
he's our
that's a
guy.
fucking-
That's our guy.
That's our guy.
Look at that haircut. Look at is that a female cop up here that was also gutting, just pushing them back? Oh, I'd be so embarrassed if I was these people. By the way, look,
that is a fucking female cop I would not want to have any kind of issues with.
No. By the way, just to point something out, look, we don't get me wrong. We shit on cops when they deserve it on the show. We've been very clear about that. However, this is the difference between UK cops and American cops.
Fucking play around.
These aren't going to run away and you're not going to throw cones at them. They will fuck your world up.
I will say this, though. You know what?
Yeah.
Looking at this female cop, those like brutal female cops that you see are like ones that are corrections officers. Yeah. It's weird because they're fucking horrible people when they're clocked in, but they're usually dolls outside of work. Like, have you ever seen female police officers? Like, if you ever go on a
Honey, can I have a sweet tea?
Dude, I have gone on dates with female police officers, and they're lovely, and you would never know they were a cop. And they're the same ones in these videos going, "Back the fuck up!" And you're like, "Whoa, that's not the lady I shared a shrimp cocktail with last night." A fancy one at Sizzler.
They're just falling over their tents. This is great. Hey, maybe don't bring. By the way, maybe don't bring $3,000 worth of camera equipment and then get pissed when it gets knocked over.
Come on,
Yeah, that was like a $15,000 camera.
Dude, that's not. It wasn't a cheap camera.
Any of those cameras, they're at least 12 to 15 grand.
That wasn't a fucking cheap
And they
camera.
used to go for like 35,
Oh, yeah.
40. Now they've gotten it down, but it got it down to about 12. Look at this shit. This is the best.
I cannot wait to hear all the reports of these cops because every one of us has to write a report now, and it's the particular individuals. Tents were removed.
I said this last night too. I'm no statist. I don't like fucking. I'm not Mr. Pro Cop all the time.
No, me
but
neither.
That being said, man, I do like when cops handle their shit. And you notice these guys didn't fuck nobody up. They didn't do any fucking fascist bootlicker, man. They didn't shoot any unarmed kids or any dogs.
Right.
They just came, they fucked your little tent city up and sent you packing and running. That's how it's done.
Wow, dude, they did in 2 minutes.
No, they didn't.
They pushed the whole tent city down in 2 minutes.
It's an impressive.
That was
This
that
is an impressive
is
video.
that is very impressive. That's crazy. By the way, remember that the Portland mayor said that he wouldn't have their cops help ICE. Philly mayor ain't fucking around. He sent all his boys on with the.
Now there's a longer video, but I don't know what happened to it. Where they kept this going for like a block.
Oh, really?
They had to keep doing the wall and pushing them. Them.
They're dragging the broken umbrella.
Give me two. And then they marched two. This shit is so dope. And then they did. The video is a little. There was an original video. It was a little bit longer, but yeah, they did that basically across that side street.
These
Got them
guys
out of there.
are my
It was
fucking
dope.
heroes.
It was dope. Samaria, that was in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Flipadelphia. Yeah, Sam, you want a shirt, by the way, if you weren't listening earlier. This is a, let's see where this is from. Okay. This is Milwaukee. A gentleman, I use that term loosely, walked into a George Webb.
I don't know.
It's a local, like, chain restaurant over there.
Okay.
So it's just, think of, like, you know, you're their fast food place. Like, they're...
Sounds delicious.
Like they're Miami subs. Ugh. Yeah, there you go. Does it still sound delicious? I guess he was mad because his order, the gentleman's order, was incorrect. And he walked to the back, and as you're going to watch in this video, he punched the lady that was cooking. Now, the lady that's cooking is an older lady. She's in her 50s, okay? And the woman you see standing behind her is the manager of the place. So let's play it, see what happens. There's no sound, obviously. The guy walks in, dreads,
I
dreads
like where this is going.
and stuff. Okay, right? As you can see, his order was incorrect, and he punched her right in the face for no reason.
What the fuck was that about?
He punched her right in the face. Now, ready for the Shyamalan twist? What he didn't realize was the manager in Milwaukee, Milwaukee's awesome, had a conceal and carry permit.
Well, hold on before we shoot this guy.
They didn't shoot him.
Trolita Hotep Jesus, no.
They didn't shoot him. However, the guy was going to go towards the manager until she pulled her gun out. Here you go. Walked in, boom, punched her. Manager takes her gun out, and all of a sudden, he starts backing up. Yeah, talking shit, backing up, and he's gone.
Please tell me they caught this guy.
According to the story,
I hope this guy's a fucking piece of shit. Now, look, don't get me wrong, right? I have in the past had young ladies make the wrong sandwich for me. And sure, we would all like to employ certain methods, to certain preventative measures to ensure that never happens again. But this is not the good old days.
no. Newly released video shows a man going behind a counter at George Webb restaurant near 21st Street and punched a female manager/waitress in the face. Alderman Bob Donovan says he obtained the video on Thursday, July 5th. In addition to the attack, the video shows George Webb co-worker pointing a firearm at the suspect to get away from the victim. Alderman Donovan said the co-worker, who he was told has a concealed and carry permit for the firearm, was successful in getting the suspect to leave the premises. Donovan, on a news release this week, indicated this took place last week. The alderman also said the victim is facing thousands of dollars in medical bills to treat her injuries and does not have insurance. Alderman Donovan said the following statement: "It's sickening to see an unsuspecting worker assaulted so brutally. Milwaukee police are actively seeking the individual."
They're gonna get this guy. He's too distinct.
Yeah. The incident. But you know, this guy right now was shaving his dreads off.
I know that, but it doesn't matter. Look,
Yeah.
I can tell you this. When I worked in strip clubs that were attended by certain people, certain background, let's just say I interacted with a lot of guys like this, like just hood dudes that are, and I can tell you that whoever this guy is, for him to go back there and do it, looking at his clothing, the way he conducted himself, and his sense of entitlement, he's a figure around there they're gonna find him. He's
well,
not.
you
he's
said
not
you said figure. Okay.
He's a figure in the local. I'm sure that he does other thuggish things. A guy with that kind of swag, when he does that, he's known in that area. So they're going to catch him. I would estimate, if I'm going to guess, they'll catch him this weekend. They're going to snag him. Unless he fucking just bolted out of there. But I don't know, man. I hope they catch that prick. Because there's certain things I like watching people fight and watching people get fucked up. Even sometimes if necessarily you'd go, oh, that's out of line. Yeah, it was, but it's still funny. But that is a woman working at a shitty job behind that counter, making us saying, wait, she put mustard on your shit? You're going to go knock her the fuck out? And if I say any other adjectives to describe this man's behavior, we'll get a content strike.
You can't say it.
That's the beauty of, no, but I'm just saying, and I don't even mean offensive, edgy terms. But if I were to use certain terms, and again, swap that guy out, put a guy in that video that looks like me, I would be able to use some of those adjectives about his behavior. But I can't say it.
I know what you're saying.
Is that fair that we live in a country now where a woman's getting punched behind a counter of a restaurant? We can't even honestly discuss it. And I'm not talking about using horrible terms, but, what he did was gross. I can say gross. Gross isn't a stereotype yet.
Something out.
Something, yes.
Yes.
Engaging in some sort of behavior that would resemble certain other
creatures.
Things. Yeah.
Okay. Mike, Puerto Rico.
Oh, Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto Rico.
Still doesn't have power, most of it. But don't worry, Mike.
Wait, they used to have power, though?
I don't know. Nobody actually knows.
I know very little about Puerto Rico.
But don't worry, Mike. It's been taken care of.
The only thing I know about Puerto Ricans is never buy drugs from one.
Puerto Rico mayor and 2 others arrested in corruption charges. San Juan, Puerto Rico. This isn't by the way, this is a different story from the last one we read. A mayor and 2 former government officials in Puerto Rico face public corruption charges in separate cases that involve a total of $8 million in federal funds that we give them. We give them $26 billion. I looked this up.
And by the way, that's the 8 that they caught them stealing.
Yep, you are right.
Trust me, there's a lot of money they didn't catch them stealing.
The suspects are the mayor of a southwest town called Sabana Grande, which means large blanket. It does.
That's funny.
And the former directors of finance for the northern town of Toja Baja, which has struggled to pay its employees amid an 11-year recession. U.S. Attorney Rosa Emanuel Rodriguez,
which is Spanish for ergonomic pillow.
You're right, it is, told reporters that the former officials from Toja Baja are accused of using nearly $5 million worth of federal funds to pay the town's public employees and municipal contractors. Not only is that illegal, it's immoral. Officials said former finance director Victor Cruz Quintano deposited some $2.5 million worth of funds from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development into the town's general payroll.
You stealing from my boy?
Ben?
Yeah, you stealing from my boy Ben Carson? Because he don't play that shit.
He also is accused of making a similar deposit of more than $1.75 million from HUD and the Department of Health and Human Services. Toja Baja's former interim finance director, Angela Roberto Santos Garcia, enough names, bitch, is accused of making
Spanish
similar
people are
transactions worth of $650,000 using federal funds. It was not immediately clear if Cruz and Santos had attorneys. Rodriguez says the investigation into alleged corruption is ongoing because officials believe other people are involved. Federal authorities said Mayor Miguel Ortiz is accused of defrauding the federal government of nearly $3 million in a separate case. Officials said he's accused of financing projects without prior approval from Puerto Rico's Department of Education. They have one. And obtained funds after misrepresenting the project's cost. Authorities said contracted companies and municipalities then received amounts much higher than was outlined. So, that old deal where you find a contractor to bill you this much.
Oh, yeah, no, it's the oldest game in the fucking thing.
The arrest comes as Puerto Rico struggles to recuperate from Hurricane Maria and tries to restructure a portion of its $70 billion public loan.
Well, I got to say this, too. There has been some new information in this case, and there is a Department of Justice official who was quoted as saying that they feel that these charges are credible because, quote, they're all Puerto Ricans.
You're right. That is actually what was said. I am reading it right here now.
And it wasn't a random official. It was Jeff Sessions. So anyway,
he was quoted as saying, "Look at him."
he was quoted as saying, "Guilty." He's a fucking nice
Mike.
auto throwback.
On the upside, though.
Guilty.
On the upside.
Shaka cock.
This is also Puerto Rico on the upside.
Oh, Puerto Rico.
Oh. Puerto Rico, at least because of the corruption,
Of course.
people didn't die. Except people totally died. This is from Business Insider, by the way, which is a leftist publication. Corruption in Puerto Rico may have actually contributed to Hurricane Maria's high death toll.
I believe it's pronounced Hurricane Maria.
Maria. While the government's officials tally as 64 storm-related deaths, a study puts the figure closer to 4,600. In part because prolonged blackout prevented many Puerto Ricans with chronic illnesses from getting the necessary medical care. After Hurricane Maria knocked out the island's electrical grid.
Sorry, but again, I don't know what it is, but doesn't saying that feel dirty?
Puerto Rican sounds dirty.
Like, it's not me being racist or anything. I'm just saying when you say, like, yeah, a bunch of Puerto Ricans got it, like, doesn't that always feel like. I don't think I've ever heard them said. I don't know. Whatever.
I'll try something different, so that way you don't say it. Corruption in. Man, I can't say that one.
Just say it.
Okay, corruption with island N-words. The N is for nincompoops, you racist.
Beach N-words.
After Hurricane Maria knocked out the island's electrical grid, the island's power authority awarded a $300 million contract to the Montana-based company Whitefish Energy to repair it. The bidding process soon came under suspicion because it was clear that the company, which has just 2 employees, could never complete the task. The U.S. House Committee of National Resources opened an investigation.
Wait, you know who? You know what prominent family is from Whitefish, Montana?
Ted Turner?
Richard Spencer's family. Somebody find out what this. Somebody find out who owns this goddamn Whitefish Energy.
It's the Montana, but yeah, Whitefish. Hey, Jamies, pull that up.
Hey, Jamie, pull this. Man, you know that. Wow. They used to burn the whale blubber. Did you know that? And then they would make like lamp oil and stuff. The Japanese are like really into that.
You want some on it? Because I have a whole stack.
I don't know. He seems to have really settled into a guy that just does this in his chair and go, yeah.
It's crazy.
Did you see his Alex Jones? He answered Alex Jones.
No.
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah, they were talking to him and who's that one big dumb fucking Gucci Guido fucking guy that I like?
The fighter?
No,
not Eddie Bravo, the other guy.
Joey Diaz.
Yeah.
Joey Diaz was on and they were talking about Alex
Joey
Jones.
Diaz, yeah.
And it's just,
Yeah.
if we get a chance, we're going to play that in a second.
Okay. After the $3.8 billion federal aid from the power grid, some 11,000 Puerto Ricans are still without electricity. Officials say that it's not sure whether they had it to begin with. No, I'm kidding. Officials say that
The problem is 18,000 Puerto Ricans didn't have power before the hurricane.
So, I mean, how can you tell? Officials say that even a mild hurricane would have disabled the power grid.
Well, then that's whose fault is that?
Drumps. It's Drumps, bro. He hates brown people.
Do you understand, like, in Florida, they get shit back on in very impressive times most of the time. Like, it's... We have infrastructure here. It's weird. Like, if you go to North Carolina, it's more Puerto Rican-ish, where you just, like, you lose power and you're like, well, probably tomorrow afternoon we'll get it back.
Right.
So that's your fault. That's your local municipality and how you run things.
So, yes, people have died because of that contract. Because of that contract, they had to investigate it before they could actually get an actual power company to come out and fix it.
It's a fucking mess.
But remember... The mayor of San Juan saying she's a nasty woman and it was Trump's vote. So, hey, sorry, Puerto Rico, but how about be a state or be nothing? Because and by the way, I have been saying, I'm Cuban, so I've been saying this since that's been told to me since I was born, you know? But I've been saying it forever. Even before Trump, man, Puerto Rico has been playing this game for years where they get federal. They get more federal funding than some states get.
No,
right?
I know, and then they don't want to be a state.
But they don't want to be a
taxes.
state.
They don't
But
wanna-
they still also now want to be able to vote for the president. But they don't want to be a state.
Yeah, they just want our military to defend them and just be,
Yeah.
just be our fucking lazy cousin.
No.
Steals from us.
Who also happens to be Puerto Rican.
You guys are a mess.
You fucking Puerto Ricans. All right, one more before we go to break. So you remember when everybody was saying, at least all the leftists were saying that these mothers, man, they're just trying to get here with their kids in the border, to seek asylum. And they're not all drug dealers.
No, but some of them are.
Arizona Daily. Mother arrested for smuggling meth into the country with her 2-year-old child. On Monday,
You can't separate them from their child, though. That's wrong to do that, to separate that child from that loving mother.
you said meth dealer wrong. A Monday, U.S. Border Patrol agents.
Meth trafficker. Don't be a fucking...
I apologize.
Be a dick.
You're right. On Monday, U.S. Border Patrol agents assigned to Welton Station Interstate 8 immigration checkpoint arrested a mother for transporting 41 packages of meth in her vehicle. The driver's vehicle and contraband were seized. The driver's 2-year-old child was in the back seat of the vehicle at the time. The child was released into the custody of a relative. Agents sent a green 2005 Chrysler Pacifica to a secondary inspection area for further investigation. At approximately 10:31, a Border Patrol canine positively alerted to the odor it was trained to detect. While the agents questioned a 36-year-old female, agents discovered 41 wrapped packages of meth hidden in the vehicle. The rear quarter panels and the narcotics weighed approximately 52 pounds.
Yo, dog.
Worth nearly $160,000.
So you guys, look, I know all you fucking, trust me, I'm friends with a lot of you losers. Just the fucking feel good.
Yeah, I know.
The children, man, and the... You know what? When they're packing fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars of dangerous narcotics in a car with their kid, they don't fucking care about their kid that much.
By the way, we're not talking about weed, man. We're talking about meth, probably the most disgusting of all the drugs.
And let me be fair here. I don't care if it's weed. If you got your fucking kid in the car and you
You
got
should-
pounds
I
of
agree.
weed, you're an
You're an idiot.
animal. You're an asshole.
Yeah.
That's not the way to conduct yourself. I've had people I know on a personal level that have been like in a car with kids and had drugs. And what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean? It's degenerate. Like, I'm the kind of guy that I'm never going to have drugs around your kids.
No.
Like, I'm not that much of a fucking piece of shit. I might go like, hey, listen, I'm going to
go to my car real quick.
I'm gonna go dip out for a minute, take a walk, come back probably in a much better mood than I was when I left. But I'll never be like, I used to know dudes that I used to buy drugs from that would, I remember this one dude, he's in prison now, but he would smoke weed, like bake his whole house out.
With his kids
with
in
friends,
there?
with his baby in the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
And like, I'm sure a lot of you guys can virtue signal and be like, "Why are you gonna do something about it?" Because I would have been murdered.
There you
I
go.
don't know. I don't know why I turned into Bill Maher there at the end. Because I would have been murdered. Okay.
We have to go to break. We'll be right back. The second half will be even more fun than the first half.
I doubt it.
RevengeOfTheSys.com.
If you guys want to leave, you can leave.
Don't leave.
It's fine.
Don't.
I don't even care.
I care. RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate is how you help us out. If you become a patron, Patreon.com/we're not sorry. We have giveaways for you guys. Help us get to DC, looking more and more like the More rally in September, but we want to be up there and we want to do a little get together with people that are around the area. So streamlabs.com/RevengeOfTheSys. By the way, a big shout out to ROTC Sister, who I'm assuming is someone you know, gave us a good amount of money just now to go to DC, so we appreciate it.
Thank you.
We will be right back in less than 5 minutes. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, have fun. Have a couple laughs.
Have a couple laughs. We'll be right back.
And he's got to make room for the 86 models that are arriving sooner than expected. So right now you can get the deal of the year, or maybe any other year, on sporty Cordia hatchbacks, roomy Tradia sedans, hot Starion turbo sports cars, and tough Mighty Max trucks.
In a world where our very way of life seems to be under attack from all sides, and our freedoms are slowly being ripped away, Guns for Tards is fighting the good fight to help protect America from its enemies by advocating Second Amendment rights for our nation's most vulnerable and often overlooked citizens, the mentally challenged. Our founding fathers believed that a well-armed, trained, and educated citizenry was the key to a free and prosperous society. But Meatloaf also said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We believe that Tards are our second-to-last line of defense against ISIS, and we at Guns for Tards aim to provide the means and the programs to give proper training and resources to Tards in your area, helping to make the country a safer place. There are over 40 million mentally challenged Americans living today, and by 2020, we plan to arm at least 10% of them. We want to get as many guns in the hands of as many Tards as we can, but we won't be able to do it without your help. So please, pledge your help today. Arm a Tard. It's not that hard. Go to www.gunsfortards.com for more information, or follow us on Facebook or Twitter by searching for Guns for Tards.
Gunsfortards.com. Gunsfortards.com. Extra rounds for folks with downs, helping to protect your town. Gunsfortards.com.
Lucky announces longer store hours. They're getting up earlier and staying up later.
Orlando, Florida, a city known for its theme parks and resorts. But peace is threatened as a wave of crime has turned this once beautiful vacation destination into a haven for gangs, thugs, and terrorists.
I need backup. Halt nightclub. Shots fired. Shots fired.
When an LGBT hotspot is shot up and dozens are killed, 2 detectives may be this city's only hope to unravel a conspiracy of corruption that goes all the way to the nation's most powerful elite.
This is Grizzly.
Hey, Lopez. Look, it's called Pulse Nightclub. Hey, I bet
Don't. Seriously, dude, just don't. Not now.
When the city finds itself gripped with fear and under attack, Mersh and Lopez keep a cool head as they attempt to unravel the mystery.
I believe these men were targeted simply because they were homosexual. This is a hate crime.
Gross.
It is gross, partner. Targeting people out of hate like that?
No, I meant the gay stuff. It's pretty gross.
These 2 no-nonsense cops are about to find themselves dragged into a world of political intrigue and international terrorism, and they may be the only hope to save the world.
I got a morgue full of dead bodies with neon mesh tank tops, a dead suspect, and no motive. The mayor is on my ass.
There's more to this case than we're seeing, LT. I think it's terrorism.
I agree with Lopez, Chief. It's definitely terrorism. We're dealing with a bigger fish here.
As they uncover clues with their incomparable police cop work, Mersh and Lopez get closer to the real masterminds.
Seems like Mateen's phone had some kind of encryption software. It bricked itself.
Damn. So we're screwed, huh?
Well, I managed to get one file off the phone. GPS coordinates that lead to Washington, D.C.
Comet Ping Pong Pizza. Never heard of it.
Feel like grabbing a slice, partner?
Yeah, a slice
Of justice. Yeah, I know. You say it every time.
Yeah, it's kind of my thing.
Yeah, cool. Can leaving now be our thing? Because it's a long drive to D.C.
Coming up next week, Orlando's best detectives are still trying to get to the truth behind the deadliest attack in their city's history. Mersh and Lopez follow a lead that takes them all the way to the nation's capital. But will their case be derailed as they discover a child sex trafficking ring inside of a pizza place? Find out next week on an all-new Revenge of the Sis. Mondays at 4, followed by an all-new Nazi lawyer. Only on USA Network. USA, what are you gonna do? Watch TBS?
30 days, no charge.
All
30
right.
days. Sounds fair. My goodness, Dennis, this feels good. Feels good in my hands. Oh, good. My kids are
I
safe.
saved everyone.
Yeah, my yard's protected.
So, of course, it feels good, but that only proves our point even more. We'll take 2 of these,
Yeah.
Gunther.
Great. I'll need your licenses for the background check.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. You can drive. You can kill.
Oh, Christ. Look at this.
That was fast.
You've been denied.
That's ludicrous. Why?
It says here you have an extensive history of felonious behavior.
There have been incidents, sure, yeah, a few minor indiscretions, but, I'm simply a person of interest in most of those cases, all right? And being wanted for questioning are very, very, very different things, Gunther.
You've been institutionalized.
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, one time, for a short period of time, that was against my will. That doesn't even really count.
It's the only time it counts, Dee.
Okay, look, it was like a teeny thing that happened with a college roommate. It was really no big deal.
It says here you burned her.
I burned her. Yeah, I burned her. But she was so annoying. I mean, she deserved it, okay? She was wearing my stuff, and she was copying me, and...
You were copying her.
I was copying her. She was copying me. It doesn't matter.
Look, I'm sorry, but I can't sell you the guns.
Oh, well, look at you. Oh, Gunther, the morality king. Hi, I'm Gunther. I've never lit anybody on fire before. You light one bitch on fire and everybody freaks out. Oh, you son of a bitch. It was one time and one thing.
Relax, relax.
Second hour, Revenge of the Sis. Thanks for staying with us on this fun Friday show. Good vibes, man. Mike, you sent me over the Joe Rogan video, so
I didn't send you shit. Keep my goddamn name out your mouth.
Okay. That was weird. Weird how you got aggressive so fast. Here is
you gotta keep people on their toes, folks.
Joe Rogan on with Joey Diaz.
And I know we're gonna hit play and all that. Look, it's called killing time, so we'll set up the clip. But
pull up the mic a bit.
Sorry.
When I'm breaking. Fucking Puerto Rican.
I very much like I don't like people that usually have Joey Coco Diaz's persona.
Right.
They annoy me. I hate the dumb New Yorker, but he transcends that, and I just love Joey Diaz. He's the best.
Costner, and then he slices her face and he fucking puts her in a whorehouse to get fucked in the ass every hour on the hour. Fucking, this is it. It's the 4th of July, dog. Get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? If Alex Jones is correct, we're going to have a civil war today. So what the fuck? You talk to Alex, you got to calm him down.
Alex, you got to calm down.
I love Joey Diaz. Because he's like, you can tell even Joey Diaz doesn't dislike Alex Jones. He's breaking You got to tell your boy to calm down.
Alex, you got to calm down.
Talking about a civil war. He had me doing an extra Chiba Chew the other night. I was polishing the fucking the musket.
Alex thinks I'm defending the New World Order because I didn't think that George Soros was a Nazi. It's all so painful.
What's up, Joe Rogan?
Nothing.
What's happening, brother?
Everything's great, man.
Me too. I feel good.
Alex Jones, I love you, buddy. For real.
He's looking at the cameras. It's great.
But you say some silly shit. That's where this all comes from. Doesn't mean I don't love you. You're a great guy. But there's some shit that's just silly. It's a waste of time. That's one of those things that's just a waste of time. Does that make sense?
I'm with you.
I think there's real conspiracies, but I think there's some that, people just get caught up in looking for conspiracies and everything. And after a while, it's exhausting.
Pizzagate.
And he, by the way, he's a man speaking from experience.
Yeah.
Because he got very deep into all that shit. Remember, early Joe Rogan?
Dude, early Joe Rogan was aliens and moon landing.
Early Joe Rogan was a neurotic maniac.
Yeah.
He has calmed down significantly over the years. He used to be like, yeah, everything was fake. It's all fake. We're all fake. Now he's starting to go no, I mean, certain plane crashes and shit, they're a little shady, but you got to relax a little bit.
Let's get the bull off the table.
I love the guy.
I loved the podcast with Ari last week. Yesterday, Tina Turner's son committed suicide.
Alex Jones going to hear this, so I got to finish.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just, I love the guy. I really do. I just don't support a lot of the shit that he said, like the Sandy Hook stuff. I don't know if he's since disavowed that. I don't know if he changed it.
Look, Alex never disavowed the Sandy Hook stuff. What he did was say, I was saying it was a possibility. I'm not saying that's what happened. If you listen, I said that could have been a possibility.
Look, let's be honest. Alex Jones doesn't present possibilities.
No, I know, but I'm saying that was his...
He fist fucks a theory into your fucking ear hole.
Yeah.
His opinion on it. I don't know what it is, but at a certain point in time, you're like, Jesus, man, are you sure? Like, you got to be really sure.
Rogan's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I love Rogan.
Say something crazy like that, right? Don't you think? Look, I think he's a great guy, as a person. I'm not attacking him. I just when he goes crazy, he gets mad at me. I want to hug him.
I love when you tell me a story about trucks pulling up in front of your house and they could see through your walls.
They probably can do that.
And they do that in different neighborhoods. You know,
They
like
probably
all
can
that
do
type
something
of
like that.
stuff. But then after 5 of those, and this is my experience with him, he'll tell you something that you got to sit there and go, what the fuck am I doing sitting here? But that's cool. That's Alex, and we accept him for what the fuck he is. I just thought there was a civil war starting today. I read on Twitter.
That's what he was
there a
saying.
civil war. The Democrats are going at it today, so somebody's shooting somebody, so who the fuck knows?
So just to calm Alex down, nobody's telling me what to say. No one's telling me what to do. I'm not involved in the New World Order.
Who's the New World
Just
Order?
a comedian.
Enlighten me about.
Mike, do you want to explain who the NWO is for him? Because I don't think he knows who the NWO is.
So check it out, right? Back in the 90s, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash left the WWF and went to WCW. They kept promising that there would be another member, another person.
Who was that member?
It turned out to be, shockingly enough, Hulk Hogan.
What?
Right?
But isn't he a good guy?
It was crazy. And
Okay.
then what they ended up doing, they very much overloaded it and sort of watered it down by adding members like Buff Bagwell, and
You could have stopped right at Buff Bagwell. There's no money to explain it being
I think
overloaded.
even Steve McMichael was in it at one point. It was gross.
That's why I was only a One Warrior Nation fan.
I'm not sure. I'm not involved, though. I just want Alex to know I'm not involved.
Who are those?
That's exactly what you would say if you were involved, Joe.
You lying son of a bitch! Let me tell you something. Come on down to Texas. I don't want to fucking. My Alex Jones has just evolved into Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh fuck!
People you eating dinner with the other night? Were you in the New World Order?
Who's the dinner people?
The people you say you were eating with smart people. Who are
Oh,
those
they
people?
just these are all podcasters and former professors and all these different people that are doing.
By the way, one of those people was Dave Rubin. He's not an intellectual.
He's not.
all right?
Yeah, he might be smarter than you, Joe, but barely. And honestly, I'm not convinced he is.
No.
I think Joe Rogan is actually smarter than Dave Rubin. Yeah. Dave Rubin is not a smart man.
I agree.
He's a very affable, gentle, nice host,
Yes.
and he has a lovely set, and it's and he's good at moderating things. But Dave Rubin is no fucking thought leader.
Regressive.
I agree with you.
different things together.
You scared me the other day, though. You had Eddie
Huh.
on the ropes, right? He was thinking you went back with the CIA.
What? What?
Yeah, you had you got people
Eddie?
on the ropes, sure.
What are you talking about?
He went with the CIA. Who knows?
What?
Nothing.
What the fuck are you saying?
Don't worry about nothing. Eat a cheap, but you. It's
He's
4th of
literally
July.
making Alex more paranoid.
Oh, I think
Joey
did it on purpose.
Oh, I
which
know.
is
Joey
hilarious.
Diaz, Joey Diaz is a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's very underrated.
No
Yeah,
fireworks
like-
at fucking CBS Radford.
I think conspiracies are fun, and that's part of the problem with conspiracies. They're fun.
True.
They're fun to chase down. They really are. They're interesting.
I'll tell you what's fun to chase down: to read about one and to absorb it by yourself.
Yeah.
Once I get into a room with 3 men and we're on a conspiracy for 48 minutes, that's when I get aggravated.
Well,
That's what I don't ever want to talk about. That's what the shit that kills me. I don't have the time to discuss whether the moon.
Well, Joey Diaz is confirmed Soros shill now. You could tell.
Yeah, he's totally shilling for
He's
the
shilling for
fucking
Soros, yeah.
whatever the mainstream narrative is. That's what he's saying.
Ending on that. We all have an idea what we think happened. Guess what? I really don't want to talk about it. Not on the fucking 4th of July.
Yeah, no. The problem with them is, and this is a tendency, is that when people get really into conspiracy theories, they're into everything being a conspiracy.
Yes, and we deal with that all the time.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is Pizzagate. Everything is satanic symbols.
Can I give a good example?
Yes.
The article about the wrestling schools with pedos. There was absolutely no Pizzagate angle to that article. I'm trying to expose the fact that there's just an unregulated, it's sort of just a regulatory blind spot, and that it could be corrected and that we could protect children better. We were getting tweets. Roy saw them. I bet Soros and Hillary are funding those wrestling schools.
Oh, my God.
I swear
It
to
was
God.
crazy.
And I was like, have you ever seen a pro wrestling school or a spot show?
Let me give
Soros
you another
is
one.
not funding them shits.
Another one that you saw. the Desire movie on Netflix. That's because Susan Rice and Bummer are part of Netflix and they're satanic pedophile ring.
No, it's not. It's because Netflix just looks at these cheap films and they're like, we got to boost it, right?
Just throw it in there.
You think half of those things, that any of them watch it?
No.
People that work at Netflix haven't seen half the shit on Netflix. It's garbage.
It's not like they're into conspiracy theories and also into the history of Cuba. They can give you a detailed history of some really crazy shit that went down. Like how many people that are really into
Shit, Rogan has my headphones, I just realized.
Conspiracy theories could give you a rundown on how Castro took over Cuba, which is like a real thing that happened.
Yes, that is something that happened.
Our parents' lifetimes, right? Think about that. How many people that are into whether or not there's bases on the moon know about all these different things that have happened through human history.
He can't think of one other historical reference. He's literally going like real history type stuff.
The Roman Empire, the Greek Empire, there was crazy shit that definitely really happened.
Yeah.
All the stuff that
I'm
happened
obsessed with the Roman and Byzantine empires. Like it sounds weird, but they're fascinating.
Yeah.
And then it's fascinating to read about how Western Rome collapsed, but the Byzantine Empire, which was similar, but cut themselves off from certain degenerate things, stayed alive for a few more thousand. Yeah, I love shit like that. But yeah, once in a while, I also want to know what happened to Building 7.
during the Vietnam War, all the stuff that happened during the Nixon administration, all that stuff's real.
Yeah, there was definitely shady shit in the Nixon administration too, for sure. If you're looking at it, that was totally legit stuff.
It's fascinating.
That was peak deep state stuff.
Fascinating shit to look into. But then you get to dumb ones like, oh, God, are we really discussing whether or not the Earth is flat? Is this a real conversation? Like, people really doing that?
Hey, your boy Eddie Bravo's always on there doing it. You're the one that gives it the platform.
But he's always shutting old Eddie down, too.
Satellites aren't real?
Go on social media. Don't get losing their goddamn mind.
You'll find a bunch of people that'll agree with you, too. Got to be so careful about not listening to scientists.
I like Rogan, man.
No, he's great.
He's just so even keel with stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't say any, and it's like, look, I don't think anyone. Joe Rogan is very even-tempered, but I don't even think somebody who's prone to beefs like me or you would get angry if Alex Jones went off on a rant about them, because it's just that's his thing. You can't take that shit personally.
Well, speaking of having too much beef, after 1 zillion years, superhero movies will finally have a plus-size lead. Finally, Mike. Finally. Get ready. By the way, yeah, this is her. She even has a fat name. You ready for her name?
Sure.
Get ready for Faith Herbert.
God. Good marketing. Faith Herbert, the fat girl.
A bubbly sci-fi nerd with telekinetic powers.
Bubbly is always a word you use to describe fat girls.
Mm-hmm. Just like jolly. Jolly for fat guys.
Sassy.
Yeah.
She's sassy, too.
Coming soon to a movie theater near you is Faith Herbert, the first major plus-size superhero. Wait a second. There's been other plus-size superheroes. That's not fair.
So wait a minute. Her superpower is the fact that she's a fucking fatty pig fatty, but she can still somehow sit on power lines on her MacBook.
Yeah, too bad she doesn't fucking touch the ground with her foot.
Those fucking those wires aren't even bending down a little bit. This is unrealistic.
According to Deadline, Sony Entertainment is officially producing a live-action adaptation of the Valiant comic character. That means she won't be fighting alongside Thor, Captain America, Wonder Woman, and
She'll
Marvel.
be fighting diabetes, and obesity.
And don't forget knee joint problems. Valiant is only to begin to flesh out its film strategy, and Faith's story is just one of a full slate of movies planned.
Even the fucking font is just big fat girl font, like Faith Herbert. It's just a fucking chick.
There's a
Are
lot.
they trolling? Are they trolling fatties?
There's a lot of oboe playing every time she walks. She's part of a team of heroes with telekinetic and psychic powers. She can also fly, create force fields, and levitate objects. Powers aside,
Brought
Faith...
to you by Lane Bryant Pinochet in the chat. Lane Bryant made her superhero gear.
Powers aside, Faith is blonde, bubbly, and a total sci-fi nerd who's obsessed with Doctor Who.
What's her power again?
Telekinetic power. She also has she's also deeply idealistic in the current iteration of her comic books, which came out in 2016, though she's been around since 92. She has a secret identity as a blogger for an entertainment website.
Oh, fuck.
But dreams of reporting important stories like Lois Lane. There was even a book released before the election in which she meets Hillary Clinton and then eats her. No, she didn't eat her.
This is the kind of chick that like starts talking on Tinder and keeps bragging about how they have big boobs. You know exactly what I'm talking. He just looked at me like, God damn, you're right.
When they do the...
You know I've got really big boobs. Oh, so you're fatty. All right, cool.
All the shots are from like a helicopter angle, and look at my cleavage.
If you're a woman and you go right to boobs, you are a fucking mess.
And her bra hooks have to have like 5 different straps in the back to hold them up.
If you're one of your first selling points, though, is I got big tits, you're like, oh boy, you got fucking nothing going on, do you?
Yeah, her fucking bra hooks are made out of vibranium, in which she meets Hillary Clinton and causes a small controversy. And then there's the fact that she's fat. So far, that the closest we've come to a major female superhero being plus-sized is somehow Incredibles 2 Elastigirl, whom is chorus of tweeters praised for being low-key thick. She also had an exaggerated tiny waist. In live-action films, studios nearly always cast very thin actresses to play female superheroes.
Danny Saint in the chat. She has no superpowers, but she's got a great personality.
That may be the line of the show. I can't even beat that. That's too good.
Fucking funniest listeners in the world, man. Oh shit. It was a good one.
I don't even want to keep reading.
That was a good one.
There is exactly a coincidence. More than one academic has likened traditional depictions of female superheroes to porn stars, which is why even as the genre... You know why female superheroes look attractive? Because no matter how many nerd girls there are, 90% of people that are into comic books or comic book movies are men.
She has the magical ability to make her blind date keep looking at his watch.
Mind if I go to the bathroom real quick? I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, totally. I hear that.
It's a lot. It's not even that because it's 2018. There's a lot of. It's a lot of this. So,
by the way, that is a good point, dude. If I have my phone in my hand a lot while I'm around you, I am not interested in your company.
Yeah, it's not.
Sometimes I am legitimately busy. There are times where you go, oh, fuck, I got to get on this. But if I'm just sitting there idly going through my phone, you're just a fat girl or an uninteresting bore.
The interview with People in 2015, Hauser said that Faith's size, it's definitely not something that she has a problem with.
Truly wants to know what kind of super dumps she takes.
Her toilet's made out of adamantium.
Actually, she's one of those girls, she's so fat she takes a shit that actually looks like the shit emoji.
By the way, she's telekinetic and stuff, which I guess means she could, and psychic, she could read minds. But I don't think she's reading minds. It's just she's always guessing right. She goes, wow, this person thinks I'm a pig. It's not a power. The live-action film will also be penned by a woman. So you mean it's going to be good. Maria Melnick of American Gods, reflecting the increasing diversity in the superhero genre on both sides of the camera. I've been hearing from. By the way, that's the reason the new season of Jessica Jones sucks so much. It was written and directed by women, and it was hot garbage.
It's pretty terrible. There was way too many sassy moments.
It felt like a CW show. It was really bad.
I'm really sick of Kristen Ritter's whole gimmick anyway.
Yeah.
Like, dark girl is kind of edgy and curses and smokes cigarettes. Yeah, we get it. You're a fucking real maverick.
I think that she's... I don't know. I think that she's not. I don't like her, but that's because I think she's too skinny and a flat ass. Kristen
I
Ritter.
think she's hot. She could get it, but I just don't. Her gimmick is annoying. You get it. You're so fucking. You're just one of the boys. Shut up.
Well, Mike, there's a new TV show on AMC, and AMC usually puts out good shows. Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, the first season of Walking Dead, and that's about it for that. But
and then Talking Dead, and then Talking Breaking Bad, and then
Talking Saul. Yes. There's a new TV show starring a plus-size woman. It's called Dietland. For real. Want to watch the trailer?
I hope it's a concentration camp. Sure.
I never wanted to stand out. I was just trying to fit.
That's her, by the way. That's the.
She's let's just say she's a sturdy gal. For those of you that are watching from home, listening.
She's a real Faith Herbert.
She's certainly a sturdy gal.
Yeah.
In.
People like pretty things. You're not.
End of show. That should have been where the show ended.
That's it. By the way, maybe you're fucking your Ricky Morton early '90s wrestler mullet isn't exactly helping you do you any favors either. She's got a fucking mullet like Brad Armstrong.
I hope it turns out that this the first season's just her, and the rest of the season's her performing an autopsy on her. This is the chick from SVU that's always doing autopsies.
But again, if you got if you're a fat girl, like her face isn't bad. She's got a fat girl with a pretty face.
Yeah.
She could stand to lose a pound or two. But that being said, again, I don't think that your fucking Buddy Landell haircut is fucking helping you out any.
Not a thing.
That's me, Plum Kettle. Working for the country's biggest beauty magazine.
Dear Kitty, losing weight is
Squeezing my
impossible.
eyebrows hurt so much.
I answer letters.
Jesus Christ. She's got a body like John Tenta.
She is a big girl, man. That is when the boobs are resting on the stomach when she sits down, because her boobs were resting on her stomach.
And again, it's a shame. She's got a pretty face. She'll probably be all right.
There's to the picture-perfect editor, Kitty Montgomery.
Plum, I always forget. What beautiful eyes you have.
That is something you always tell a fat girl. And a smile.
But a crazy thing happened on the way to becoming my best self.
Are you following me?
I want you to go see someone.
Maybe it's the people who judge you who need to change. Well, good luck with that.
No. See, here's the thing.
Maybe it's the people that judge.
This movie.
It's a TV show.
This TV show is going to send a very dangerous message that it's okay to kill yourself, and it's okay to surrender yourself to the number one killer of human beings on the planet.
Heart
disease.
Sorry.
Heart disease.
I apologize.
Think it's impossible? I think it would take a revolution. Get a life.
You must agree that everything I tell you is strictly confidential.
Fine.
You change the world one person at a time.
Oh, I'm not dangerous, but definitely not to you.
Ferocious.
Witnesses say his body fell out of the sky. There is a detective snooping around.
They're extremists targeting men.
This whole thing is psycho.
4 more men dropped across New Jersey.
Anyone can see our Plum has a secret rebel heart.
Her answers to my kitty letters have gotten a little political recently.
Haven't you ever wanted to be a hero?
Based on the critically acclaimed novel, Juliana Margulies.
Tell me you haven't thought about it. All those years of being screwed over just because
By the
we
way, Juliana Margulies could still get it.
Oh, she's still hot.
wanted to sit at the table with the big boys.
And starring Joy Nash.
Who is Joy Nash?
I don't know who Joy Nash is, but also this isn't a good trailer. Like the voiceover work's terrible. There's no effort put into this.
Nope.
Just ask me what's going on with me.
Why am I afraid to?
Dating a black guy?
That's I mean,
realistic,
accurate.
Well, look, and
would Rebel Wilson be hot if she lost weight? Cool Scott wanted to know. I honestly, yes. She's actually another one that looks like she'd have a pretty face.
Let me see here. Rebel Wilson. Yeah, no, if she lost weight, she would be pretty sure. But I like Rebel Wilson, though. She's funny.
I'd still fuck Rebel Wilson because she's funny. Funny will get you laid. That doesn't just work for guys.
Yeah.
It can work for chicks. I mean, trust me, if you're a big gal like Rebel Wilson, you gotta be pretty in the face and you gotta be really fucking. You gotta be a real cut up.
Right.
But just saying, it works.
Our boy Trey Gowdy.
This made me.
Well, we'll start at the beginning. So we have Adam Schiff, saying some harsh words
And
about Trey Gowdy.
before you hit play, I just want to say that when this is done, you know how we all like Trey Gowdy?
Yeah.
Well, get ready to love this guy.
Yeah. So this is Adam Schiff. Trey Gowdy's on some sort of Fox TV show.
Willing to prostrate themselves before the executive and give him anything he wants.
You want to name names? Which members of Congress are in this cult-like group that you're suggesting?
Well, you know, the four horsemen of this apocalypse have been Devin Nunes and Trey Gowdy, Mark Meadows, and Jim Jordan. They have been leading the charge, basically to require the Justice Department to give them materials that can be leaked or fed or misrepresented, like the infamous Nunes memorandum, in the service of the president.
Interesting comments from Mr. Schiff. Mr. Gowdy, how many times have you met and interacted with Donald Trump?
I've never met President Trump, never had a conversation with him. I do want to get to Struck and Page in a second, but Jason, initially I took that as a compliment. I'm a huge Ric Flair fan, so anytime somebody says you're part of the Four Horsemen, I thought it was a compliment. It was my wife who later said, I think.
Come on, guys.
Can't somebody please for me? Look at his face. Right
The only thing that would have made this cooler is if he had said Arn Anderson. I'll let it slide.
But
Trey
he looks
Gowdy.
more like Ric Flair, so it
He
makes
does
sense.
look more like Ric Flair.
So please Photoshop Trey Gowdy on Ric Flair.
When he was young, he probably did look to Ric Flair and identify with him a bit more than.
I don't blame him.
I like Arn Anderson because I always knew I'd grow up to look like Arn Anderson. And never as a man who looked so average had such an amazing career.
Arn Anderson looks like everybody's dad.
Seriously.
That's
Him and Dean Malenko
Yeah.
were the two that looked like everyone's dad ever. But yeah, this
But
makes
Jason,
him so
initially
cool.
I took that as a compliment. I'm a huge Ric Flair fan, so anytime somebody says you're part of the Four Horsemen, I thought it was a compliment. It was my wife who later said, I think he's talking about those four guys from the book of Revelation, so that's not a compliment. Let me tell you this about Adam. Adam's had a terrible last couple of years. He wanted to be the Attorney General under Hillary Clinton, and no one in the country worked harder to protect her than Adam Schiff. He wanted to be the head of the CIA. He wanted to run for California in the run for Senate in the People's Republic of California.
Let me tell you something, Adam Schiff. When the Four Horsemen come wild on you, woo! Like he just has to do the big tongue drunk.
He couldn't win either of those seats, so now he wants to be the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee. Speaking of the apocalypse, Adam Schiff wants to be the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee.
But unfortunately for him, I'm young, I'm good looking, I know how to talk, and I got a jaw that could cut fucking diamond. So I declare, Adam Schiff, why don't you come on down to my office and we'll get it done. Fucking Cage War Games. We'll get everybody in there. We'll even get a little old Rand Paul in there. He needs to toughen up.
My shoes cost more than your house.
I doubt it. I don't think Trey Gowdy is a man that wears very, very expensive shoes.
You're right.
He just doesn't strike. He's that kind of guy. Can you just make sure you get me the Rockports like you got last time?
Those are my
I know
favorite.
they're a nicer shoes, but those shoes just feel really nice on my feet.
Have, I don't know, a couple of free months with nothing else to do. I want you to go back, Jason, and think of all the things you would not know if you had taken Adam Schiff's advice. You wouldn't know the spontaneous reaction to a video was a hoax in Libya. You would never have read the first Chris Stevens email. You wouldn't know that Hillary Clinton had this unique email arrangement with herself because Adam Schiff did everything in his power to keep you from finding out. You wouldn't know about the dossier.
So Trey Gowdy 2024? Because Trump's winning in 2020.
This guy, he is a bright, shining star. He ain't gonna fucking stay. He's not gonna stay as like a congressman.
Oh,
That's
no.
I'll tell you what. Old Trey Gowdy's moving up in the world, and also like he's not. Look, he hasn't been Mr. Trump dick suck. Like
No.
he's defended. He's defended Trump, but he's also deferred from Trump. But I feel like Trump's going to eventually be like, I like this guy. I like this Trey guy. How can we get him a little higher up?
Yeah.
Get him something a little better.
Hey, Mike Pence, he kind of looks like you, doesn't he?
He's just like, and he's the kind of guy that I would trust installing in certain positions because, like, even if I know in the future I'm not going to agree with this guy on shit, like, he just still comes off as trustworthy.
Yeah.
Like, we could differ on things, but he doesn't seem like a sleazy guy. So I like Trey Gowdy.
Speaking of Trump,
Whenever you do Trey Gowdy, you got to do this.
Yeah.
You just got to lay on your fingers
and really
and act
lay
like
it.
you're really not into this.
Loosen the tie a little bit, take the button off. Trump derangement syndrome, Mike, is real, and this is from Not the
Prove
Onion.
it.
Okay.
Give me one incident where leftists have acted crazy in the last
Challenge accepted.
hour.
This is not still challenge accepted. This is not from the Onion, by the way. This is from the Guardian. I stopped going to the gym because of Trump. Now I can't open jars.
That one's hard to process. That one's actually, I heard it. I'm just still processing that.
It was November 2016, and the only person I knew who believed Trump would win the U.S. election.
Who needs to go to the gym to open jars?
I don't get that either.
I haven't been to the gym in 2 years, and I can open a jar.
But it's a woman.
Oh. Ugh.
See if I can. There she goes.
Get a good man in your life, and then your jars will get opened.
Yeah. Anyway, fucking Stan Smith is your husband. You're doing fine.
Open your own jars, Francine.
It was November 2016, and the only person I knew who believed Trump would win in the U.S. election was the owner of my gym. This was clearly a ridiculous prediction, so seeing the chance for some easy money, I offered to bet him $100 that Hillary would win. But the gym owner, clearly not wanting to do his dough, pointed at this horrible thing in the corner with the same sled and said, if Trump wins, you have to pull 70 kilograms on it. It was double what I could usually pull, but if I won the bet, the gym owner would pull double his personal best. I didn't want Trump to win. He grabbed the woman by the pussy and mocked the reporter's disability. Okay, he never grabbed the woman by the pussy. Okay, I hate when they say he just grogging around grabbing chicks by the vagina. He was talking shit with another guy.
He also didn't mock a reporter's disability.
No.
He wasn't even talking about that reporter when he did that.
Yeah. He'd promised to build a wall and call Mexicans rapists. Some of them are. The thought of his presidency was frightening, but so was pulling the sled. What if I herniated a disc? After Trump claimed victory, I went up to my gym in a foul mood. Just fucking loaded up the fucking sled. All right, let's get this over with, I said. Without much grace, I snapped the belt around my waist. I pulled the sled like a human oxen while being filmed by a gym staff cheered. I did it, but the Trump victory soured my successful show of strength.
So let me get this straight. The owner of your gym, a Trump supporter, placed a good-natured wager with you. Said, keep your money. That's let's just have a fun thing that involves the thing we share, which is fitness.
Right.
He actually made a good-natured bet, and if you lost the bet, he was going to do his job, which was to push you harder and to improve yourself. Then you even said that they cheered you on. Because, again, it sounds like this guy is it was good-natured ribbing. But again, as he said, Trump derangement syndrome, you've lost your mind over this. This guy sounds like a cool gym owner. He was like, all right, you little Hillary fag, I tell you what, I'll pull double my weight or you pull double your weight. And then you even said that they were cheering you on. Oh, I hate this guy.
I could pull a pretend sled, but how was that going to help me when the world had been destroyed by nuclear weapons or climate change? Yes, Mike.
The same way that the siege fags and the alt-right people tell you that it will help you. You know why that kid got knocked out in Portland last week? Because the alt-right and right-wingers and even the alt-light, like the 3%ers and those like Bubba militia types, they're all ready for some shit.
Yeah,
They've
they
got
are.
some. They're not all doomsday preppers, but they all do some push-ups every day. They all go for a little quick run. They all have some canned goods, and they've got plenty of ammo. And there's nothing wrong with that. You people are the ones that are like, oh, what good is it gonna do me? There are many people in the right that believe, yeah, what good is it gonna do us? But it ain't gonna hurt to be able to lift yourself up and do a chin up and do a pull up and lift yourself up on things and patch your own wounds. These are good things to know.
Hungry and sore, I repaired to a restaurant down the road that I had never visited and when I had never seen anyone come and go from. The silent restaurant, no background music, no other diners. Seemed like the perfect place to welcome the end of global liberal order.
This fucking melodramatic homo.
What new political order had been born tonight? An elderly waiter appeared and handed me a menu. Most of the things on it were not available. The one dish that was unspeakably awful and the color and texture of cement. I never went back, but I didn't return to the gym. I associate it now with Donald Trump, the bad meal and pulling the sled. It was November 9th, 2016, and my thinking about fitness changed almost overnight.
You're a fucking homo is what you are.
By the way, she's from England.
No, I was talking to you.
I know. In tune with times, it became more Trump and less Obama. In the spirit of Donald, I drank more bottles of Diet Coke, ate much more McDonald's. I dropped the gym, embracing Trump's belief that we are given a certain amount of energy, and if we use it, then we deplete a finite amount. Okay, so now she hates Trump.
But she's listening to us everywhere.
Yeah. According to the book, Trump revealed, Trump believed that the human body was like a battery with finite amount of energy, which exercise only depleted. So he didn't work out. When he learned that John O'Donnell, one of his top casino executives, was training for an Ironman triathlon, he astonished him by saying, "You're going to die young because of this." I didn't want to die young, so I didn't go to the gym. By the way, she hates Trump, but now she's still blaming him and doing everything he says. Trump explained his exercise routine to Reuters. I get exercise. I mean, I walk. I this, I that. I run over to a building next door. I get more exercise than people think. I walked. I this, I that.
Trump is my hero. He's so much like me. It's just like, you know, what's the point? I got other things going on that don't involve doing push-ups.
Months passed, then a year. Trump was going to be in power for another 1,000 years, or at least that's what it felt like. God willing. Could I really avoid the gym for an entirety of his presidency? I miss being strong enough to open jars and carry groceries. So last week I returned to the gym, slinking back in as if no time had passed. I hoped that by wearing a puffy jacket and MC Hammer pants, I could hide my lack of definition.
Hey, ladies, I got a little tip for you. A little spoiler alert, right? Unless you're doing a shitload of cardio, which even if you're doing that, women don't really need a gym. If we're being real. Unless you got some problem areas or you're a fucking fat pig and you're really trying to get a head start. If you're in relatively okay shape and it's just about opening jars and stuff, you can do floor exercises that'll get you, because women shouldn't be all fucking jacked anyway. You could do that shit at home. Stop being a fucking whiner and blaming your problems on everybody else. Hate women.
I can pretend that I maintain my fitness at home, and home running the next building next door, one couch while tweeting. But you can't hide fitness. You either have it or you don't. You can either lift the dumbbell or you wobble on your 5th rep and drop the load. You are either strong or you're weak. I was weak. When I started my gym program again last week, I started at the beginning. I started on the simplest machine and with the lowest amount of weight. I did a split squat on the box and fell from lack of balance. I got vertigo doing calf lifts. The next day I woke up feeling like a human ironing board. Sitting down became impossible.
Fucking disaster. She sounds like an old version of that Chloe Dykstra chick. She sounds fucking like a nightmare.
The cruelest thing about fitness is that it doesn't last. It should be the rule that you only need to get fit once, and once you do go for... Okay, but that's not the rule. What rule? You want to change the human anatomy? No, you got to... If you want to be in shape, you keep it up, right? Like, there isn't another way around it.
This woman's a nightmare.
I was fit in 2016 before Trump, but when you stop, it goes, and it goes quickly.
By the way, Kevin, Filipino, she has a good point. She's getting vertigo doing calf lifts.
Yeah,
you're sitting down.
That's nothing.
You're sitting down like those.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
A week or two, and you start to gain again the 2K dumbbells and the tremor of your forearms. I returned again this week to the boredom and pain of the gym, trying to build back up my strength I had before Trump became president. The struggle is real. That was the whole story. So
I like this woman. I think she's gonna go far in life.
Trump
I believe it's pronounced Drumpf.
I believe it's pronounced Blumpf.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
dude.
bro, he's not recovering
Yo,
from that one.
You just
Take
elevated
that.
that shit.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, take that shit, motherfucker.
Fucking bitch.
Bitch-ass, racist-ass Trump supporters.
All right, Mike. So we have a lot of young people that listen to our show.
Oh, God, we're back to this.
We have to. We have a lot of young people that are listening to our show. I watched this video many years ago on my other show, but I think it's time to... Well, you want to explain who Stephen Reed is?
Yeah, I got to thank Charlita for turning me on to this last night. Stephen Reed was...
My favorite's his nacho video.
He did make several videos for college kids at a local university as part of his PA program. Teaching them how to make meals for like under $2 using only a microwave.
Dude, you got it. That's good.
That's a good premise.
Yeah, I like it.
His execution leaves a little bit to be desired. And then he kind of went viral, I guess, like 6 years ago for just making the saddest cooking videos you've ever seen.
He's dead now, right?
Yeah, he died 2 years ago.
Okay. Wasn't he accused of something, too?
He was a registered sex offender.
I mean, that's like the third worst thing about him.
Hello, Wildcats. This is Weber Cooks, and today we're making a rice dish that is really easy to make. And there's different flavors that you can get. This one here, you just dump the rice into the thing, pull the packet out, and then take 2 teaspoons of butter
this looks good.
and
Good cooking.
put it in the dish.
Now,
we'll put it
keep
in the
in mind that he
microwave.
just
Mike,
left.
but the plastic knife is still in the dish.
The gentleman left the plastic knife.
The plastic knife
in
is
the
still,
rice.
It's still in the rice.
But we're gonna go ahead and just put that in the microwave.
Okay.
And give that about
For
a minute.
1 minute.
Yeah, for about a minute.
Now you don't. He doesn't just wait the entire minute,
No,
does he?
BPA is really good and is part of your rice. It's good to have in there. You gotta have that.
Is this going to be in real time? Him microwaving,
dude? Come on.
And while that's cooking,
Yeah.
we'll
By the way,
just
the
get
answer was
the
yes.
package ready to open.
Just gotta get the package ready, bro.
And that's done cooking. We'll pull it out of the microwave and
With the fucking
we'll
plastic knife.
stir it up to get the butter to coat all of
It's all
the
bendy.
rice.
It's all. Love this man.
And when that's all done,
This looks
we'll
so
pop
good.
it in again.
This looks so good.
For
now the second time you don't put a knife in there. It's only the only
No, I only
initial.
did it the first time.
Good, good.
But it just shows like this guy became synonymous with like watching depression in real time because that's literally leaving a plastic knife in and then realizing you did as such and continuing the meal. That's depression. Like this dress, the way he could do it's just depression, the person.
another 2 minutes this time.
By the way, this isn't a recipe. It's just rice-a-roni.
The directions are on the box.
It's just, but it's not like a recipe is, hey, I bought these 4 items. We're going to put them together and then cook them and make a meal. It's not, I bought this box of stuff that I'm going to boil. Like mac and cheese, I don't need you to show me how to make Kraft mac and cheese. It says that you just dump it, and then
Done.
you just, when it's boiled, you just add the cheese.
Now that that's done, we'll pull it out.
By the way, this man also,
and
you'll notice, he has no fucking pain receptors.
No,
in his
that has
hands.
to be fucking hot.
He fucking there's one episode of this where he microwaved baked potatoes for 10 minutes straight and then just took them out of the microwave. And I mean, he picked them up and just slowly and gingerly put them down. He is not there, dude. He doesn't feel pain except the pain inside.
You want to make sure that if you're using a glass container, that it's Pyrex or any bowl that's microwave safe.
Like a
and we'll
plastic
add
knife.
2.5 cups of water to this.
I don't think you're supposed to
And
microwave it dry,
then
right?
we'll just
No, you're
stir-
supposed to No!
You're supposed to put it in the water and then microwave
Yes!
it. Also, don't microwave rice. Just
Just
boil water.
Top. It takes a second.
It takes
Put
4
up a
seconds.
bit, and
here we go.
We'll put it in the microwave
Again. I'll get it in there again.
This time
This
we'll
time
set
he
it
means
for
business.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Did he say 20 minutes?
You got to get the water boiling. It's going to take time.
Is he?
I like how you stopped yourself. This nigga just went, is he? I'm going to be mocked mercilessly if I ask that question.
And that
You really
will
stopped yourself.
make it come out great.
Don't worry, guys. There's only 20 minutes left. In this
Damien
video.
Scott says that's 45-minute rice.
And now that it's cooked for
Don't look at the camera or anything.
20 minutes,
You know what? People may have made a lot of jokes over the years that this man was kidnapped and that there were just people just off camera with fucking assault rifles. They were just keeping him there. And that's why he's like, oh, he keeps looking, okay, I'll make the rice.
you have this hot dish that you can eat.
Do you realize if you had put this on, right? If I were a couple years ago, I found this guy. And I worked for like Adult Swim. I would have just put this on in between episodes of Eric Andre
Yes.
and like World Peace.
Yeah.
It would have fit in with that programming. Like Sam Hyde, Eric Andre, and this guy. That would have been a red hot hour of television.
And it costs about $1. And I'm Stephen Reed, and this was Weber Cooks.
Now you know how to make rice, dude. I like.
This is Weber Cooks, and
He didn't shave. He's got bags under his eyes. Like he just fucking. He looks like the swing shift manager used to work for me in the titty bar business. He only worked like Saturday, Sunday days, and that's how he looked. He was just like, where?
they were doing a dish using potatoes and cream style corn. We take some of the potatoes, we pop them in.
Is he just putting them in there, not in a bowl,
Hey,
just in the...
hey, let the fucking master chef do his thing. You stop running your mouth.
Cool. When I make dinner tonight, I'm going to use only the microwave. I hope you like it.
microwave, and we set the microwave for 10 minutes.
So, by the way, he just put 2 potatoes in the microwave.
And while that's
For
cooking,
10 minutes.
we'll take the cream style corn and we'll open that up.
This is good stuff, man. This guy knows cooking.
And this will actually go on the
Trolita
potatoes
alcoholism.
after I mash them. Okay, the potatoes are done. We just
Oh, they're so high every 10 minutes.
He feels no pain except the pain he feels inside. His pain is manifest so much so on the inside that he just doesn't feel anything on the outside.
microwave, and we
Also, I burned my fingertips off with acid years ago on account of all the rapes.
This is.
So there's that, you know.
Oh my God.
That really was like.
It looks like Red Pill Libertarians. It's like Mr. Wizard's cousin. Jerry Wizard.
Mr. Wizard has a degenerate cousin who's an alcoholic and a mess. But he's still like, I could still do a show like my brother. I cook, I'm known to whip up a good meal now and again.
Oh, fuck.
That looks so good. Wait for it though. That's not
It's
what.
the plastic
Wait for
plate.
wait till he gets the flavor on it though. He's gonna take us to Flavor Town when he gets that cream corn involved.
Oh, just
and then we just pour the cream style corn
Yeah?
on it,
That looks good. Huh?
and we put
Get
it
you
back
some
in
of
the
that.
microwave.
I bet he gets invited to
for
everybody's
another
barbecues.
3 minutes, and when it's done,
You know the other thing? Look at his tie. Where his shirt is, where his tie is.
But he paused. You got to go back because you got to wait. You got to see how he just zones out for a minute. It's really funny.
Okay, you see.
I'm obsessed with
and
this
when
guy.
it's done,
I'd just be here to let it play. That's the guy off fucking camera with the gun.
Marie in the chat says, I wonder what this madman does with spam.
And there you have it. A potato dish that costs about $1.
That's like when my dog vomits. That's what that looks like. That looks like dog vomit.
I don't think that I could put that on your floor and the dog would eat it.
No. It would look at you and go, what the fuck you doing, stupid? Now, the one that I saw many years ago.
I take that back. This dog would eat it.
The one that I saw many years ago.
Hello, Wildcats. This is Weber Cooks. And today we're doing chili cheese nachos.
By the way, I laughed at this video before we even started this video last night because I was like, why would anyone need help? Like, this is the worst premise I have ever heard in my life. I'm going to show you how to put 2 condiments on a chip and then put it in the microwave for a second.
The can of chili and
he makes these
open it
terribly. That's the best part. He makes these terribly.
Okay, a couple things. If you do the can of chili, why wouldn't you have all the stuff pre-opened before you start filming?
Up.
It slipped out of his hand.
Also, I got to point out, there was, again, last night, I watched Cooking with
And then
Jack.
the cheese sauce, we just take
And this guy made these meal prep things, and he bought a case of mason jars, and they were in the case on the table when he started the cooking show, and then he just kept taking them out and using them. So he didn't wash them at all. He made his stuff. It was so gross. Just undercooked pork. I love bad cooking, Sean. I'm obsessed with bad cooking shows.
off the lid, and we pop these both in the microwave.
It's Kroger brand. It's the good stuff.
And
wait, what?
Hey, hang on.
We
Let him
set
do
them-
his thing. You keep fucking... You wonder why he's getting so rattled. You keep fucking with him.
I apologize.
Getting all in his head. Let the master, let the virtuoso express himself.
Microwave for 4.5 minutes, and when that's done,
He's got the plastic dish.
It's in there with the jar.
I know. It's just... I love this man.
we'll
he's gone
put
too
them
soon.
in a bowl and mix it up, and we'll have a dip for 3 to 6 people.
It's just a shot of the microwave spinning.
Yeah, well, we gotta fucking...
Okay, but he's
show-
not going to grab that hot cheese with his bare hands, right? Because that would be insane.
Okay, the things are done. You got to be
very thin paper towel.
careful because the cheese sauce is really hot, and the chili is hot also.
As well.
In his now warped plastic bowl. Now he's got a fucking...
You're not supposed to microwave
He's
those.
got a fucking chili that is soaked with bisphenol A.
We mix them both together.
That looks good.
And
Oh, that's so gross, dude. That's really... Oh.
Wait till you gotta get it going. Get that good fucking nacho paste.
And you open this up.
By the way, those are the good chips, and he's going to ruin them with that dip.
They are the good chips.
The mission chips are the good
Yeah,
chips.
they are the good chips.
And
Ready Toast says, microwave wave.
have some on a
Wait! So he had a not plastic plate he could have used in the microwave?
Yeah, he had one for the chips. You dumb. But then what was he going to cook the chili in? Stupid. You're stupid.
plate. And there you have it.
Oh, fuck me.
A dip that...
That's a lot.
That's like 3 chips.
That's a lot of topping for not a lot of chips. Your fucking cheese, meat, bean to chip ratio is going to be all out of whack.
Oh, fuck.
will satisfy a small group.
Will it satisfy them? It'll feed them, yeah.
Will it, though? It might not even do that.
It'll get them sick.
And this will...
Frozen Asian says, 5-star Michelin chef right here. He's fucking maybe cooking out of tires.
He's so good.
Run you about $6, but when you figure that it will feed anywhere from 3 to 6 people...
What 3 to 6 people?
That feeds one person.
That feeds...
Maybe 2.
That feeds one person with some left over, and you go to the second person. You want the rest of this?
No, I don't want your shitty microwave plastic cheese.
And look, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking the... I've eaten some real low-class, hood-ass nacho combinations. Like when you're broke. You can go to the dollar store, you can get all those things, and it's like, fuck it, I'll make it work. But I'll make it more fucking...
presentable?
Appetizing than this.
It costs you $1 or $2 per person. And I'm Stephen Reed.
And you will get absolutely no protein or amino acids or anything good in your body if you were to have these. And I'm going to burn the building down.
Oh, God. Oh, R.I.P., dude. R.I.P.
Yeah, even though you were a diddler. Well, I don't know if he was a diddler.
But he was a registered sex offender.
He's a I heard forcible rape. That's the charge I saw.
How?
Well, it was back in like 2000.
Got it.
Back when he was a young, virile man. Back when he was full of piss and vinegar. And nachos.
Well, it's time for us to
and
go.
Melted plastic residue.
It's time for us to go Wildcats. And thank you all for listening. We do appreciate it.
And to the ones that didn't, go fuck yourselves.
They're not going to hear it.
Well, pass the message along.
Tell everyone who didn't listen that we said
to go fuck themselves.
And I want you to film it and send us videos of you telling your parents, grandparents, hey, Revenge of the Sis says, go fuck yourself.
Submit your videos of you approaching random strangers on the street and telling them, hey, you don't listen to RTC, you go fuck yourselves.
Just like get right in their faces.
The bigger and blacker, the better.
Thank you for listening. RevengeOfTheSis.com/donate, Patreon.com/we're-not-sorry. Become a patron and get those cool giveaways. I'll be sending messages via Patreon to all you guys to get your info to mail your shit out. If you did win, just shoot us an email, RevengeOfTheSis.com. RevengeOfTheSis@gmail.com, excuse me.
And if you didn't win, why didn't you win? Be a winner.
Be a winner. Next month, we will be giving out more recipes via microwave for you guys. All your shirts will be microwaved before they're mailed out, by the way, to give them that home-cooked taste. Thank you, everybody, for listening. If you do go to RevengeOfTheSis.com, click the Amazon banner, and we get money on everything that you click. If you want to yell at UPS and tell them that I'm a fancy man and they broke my TV, go ahead and do that. I would appreciate it. We will be back on Monday. Anything else, Mersh?
No, I'll probably do Nightwave tomorrow.
He'll probably do Nightwave
I'll
tomorrow.
definitely do it tomorrow.
He'll definitely do it tomorrow. See you guys.
So sorry, one more thing, guys. We're not done yet. I just had to say, make sure you guys all subscribe to Deleted Streams on YouTube. That is our good friend L.A. Werewolf, and he's been doing a lot of primo streams around the 9 o'clock hour. I don't know if he's doing one tonight, but subscribe. Click the bell, and when Frank goes live, you can catch his awesome show. Sorry, now we're gone.
Last word.
Yeah.